Hey guys, it's Marlo back again, and today we're going to take a close look at the Bandai Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars Wave 10, or I don't know, Series 10 set of figures here. We have Android 17, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Cell in his final form. So before we open them up, let's take a closer look at the figures in their package. Again, like the previous wave, wave number 9 or series 9, we do not have a Build-A-Figure, so that's quite unfortunate. I don't know why they did that this time, so that kind of sucks. And glad to finally see Android 17. Definitely looking forward to Android 18 making her debut someday, hopefully, with the Dragon Stars line of figures. And we can see here the side of the box with some great artwork like all the other packages before. The back of the packages are pretty much identical. So you can see there the previous wave, wave 9, with Piccolo, Frieza, and Super Saiyan 4. Goku there from Dragon Ball GT, and of course the current wave that I have. And back to the other side just to give you guys a look at how they are in package. And once again, back to the fronts there. So as far as accessories, not too much. Looks like Cell just comes with some extra hands. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you know, has his big hair there and some extra hands. Would have been cool if they included like alternate heads or something at least, since you know, we did not get any Build-A-Figure parts, but oh well, hopefully with the next wave. So anyways, let's go ahead and open these up and take a closer look at these figures out of package. And here we have each of the figures out of package, and let's take a closer look at each out of package with their accessories. Again, Android 17 just comes with these extra hands here. Two hands for, you know, I guess to make it look like he's shooting some power effects or something. Two open hands there, and that's it. For Super Saiyan 3 Goku, my favorite form of Goku up until his Ultra Instinct form. He comes with this bunch of bananas here, so you know he can eat those when he's hungry. A bunch of hands here. You can see the two power hands there, and one sort of pointy finger type hands there, again for, I don't know, for teleporting or whatever. Shooting some energy blasts. And last but not least, we have Final Form Cell, and he just comes with two energy kind of hands there also for you know what I'm trying to say. And yep, these are not really a bunch of bananas, but the hair attachment for Goku, you can see there how it would attach to the back of the head there. It's a solid piece, so quite heavy. So I'm wondering how well Goku will stand once I plug this in place. So let me try to get that going real quick. Let me move these out of the way and see if I can get Goku set up with his hair. Show you guys real quick on camera. So basically just plug it in like so. Okay. A little bit tricky there. Hopefully it'll stay in place. There you go. We got it in place. And I have to say, it looks pretty cool. Not much movement in the head after that because of all that hair. And he's kind of looking downward, so that's a bit unfortunate. He's just kind of in that kind of angry stare pose, I guess, with his face and hair and everything in the way. But again, this was my my favorite form of Goku up until his Ultra Instinct form. I just thought he looked really fierce and you know, really kind of primitive and brutal. So I really enjoy this form, as crazy as it is. And oh, one more thing to note, the little tips of the hair, they show a vast improvement over the previous waves. I think that was a chief complaint from the fans, that the hair just looked terrible with the other versions of you know, the Super Saiyan figures and you know, they just were really rounded off, but now they're doing a lot better. They're a little bit more pointy, not quite as pointy as what you would get with the SH Figure Arts figures, but for the price point, I think the fans should be quite happy with how these figures have turned out. Oops, again, like I suspected, he's a little bit harder to stand now because of that bunch of hair being more top heavy. So there he is real quick. And we can take a closer look at Android 17. He looks pretty cool. Kind of wish his belt would angle downward a little bit. It's kind of hovering above his waist there. But he looks cool. Paintwork on him is really nice and clean. Head sculpt is pretty cool there too. So we'll take a closer look at the articulation points in a minute. And again, we already took a brief look at Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so let's move on to Final Form Cell. And he is pretty cool. So with the last two waves especially, I think they are definitely stepping it up and listening to the fans, like I said, and giving the SH Figure Arts figures a run for the money. I mean, these retail for about 20 bucks each, so about a third of the price of a basic SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figure. I mean, maybe even a fourth of the price for some of the figures, because some of them are like 80 bucks to 100 bucks. So that is Final Form Cell, just the two extra hands, and again, a really nice look there at the back. So let's look at the articulation for each. Let me move everything out of the way. Let's see. All right, let's start off with Android 17. So his head seems to just swivel, not much. Okay, he does have some ability to look downward, but not back too much, just sort of down. Rotates there. The elbows are in a funny hinge joint there. You can see how they kind of droop downward, so aesthetically that's kind of ugly, but you know, you do get some great range of motion with that. There's a swivel there at the bicep, double joints there at the elbow, so you get a good flex there. And oops, there goes the hand. Okay, you can plug that in quite easily, but yeah, you get all kinds of rotation there with the hand there, the waist, the legs. Again, kind of a funny hinge joint there with the legs. So aesthetically, that's kind of ugly if you were to pose it like that. So make sure you keep those sort of locked in place. But again, you get a good deal of range of motion with this type of joint. Double joints again at the knees, so you get a good flex there. And good rotation there at the feet. So that is Android 17. Again, a really cool figure. So let's move on to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And as I said, not much of the ability to move as far as the head. I mean, that whole bunch of hair there is really hindering the articulation. With the arms though, you get, you know, some rotation there at the shoulders, as well as the ability to go in and out. There's a swivel there at the upper bicep, double joints at the elbows for a decent amount of flex. There you go. And again, good rotation and range of motion with the ball joint here at the fists. Swivel at the waist. Good articulation there at the top of the legs. Double joints again with the knees, but that's as far back as you can go. I mean, all the Goku figures were kind of like that because of the sculpting of the pants. And again, good articulation there at the feet. You can kind of swivel that around like so. And last but not least, we have Final Form Cell. Let's see, he has good range of motion there at the upper shoulders, double joints as well at the elbows, but a bit hindered by the big bicep there. Get the rotation at the hands, the head there at the top of the neck rotates, and he can kind of look downwards just ever so slightly. And there's also, I guess, some movement at the lower neck, but kind of hard to get that going with the upper portion of the neck rotating like that. Rotation at the waist, the legs there. You can see double joints at the knees. That's about as far as I can get it with the knees, even with the double joints. So again, because of the sculpting there. And the feet, rotation there, as well as a little bit of pivot. So that's kind of cool. Oops. So one of the wings just popped off. Let's see. Okay, there's sort of a funky little hinge there that you can just kind of pop in place. And the wings just kind of go back and forth like so. They don't really go outwards, just back and forth. And that's about it as far as the back of the wings. No movement with the stinger there. And yeah, that's more or less it with final form Cell. So let me get them posed up and give you guys a comparison shot with Wave 9. And here we have all three figures displayed with the previous wave, Wave 9 or Series 9 back there with Piccolo, First Form Frieza, and Super Saiyan 3, oh no, yeah, no, sorry, Super Saiyan 4, excuse me, Goku there. I'm getting my Gokus mixed up there. And then, of course, this wave, Android 17, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Final Form Cell. And out of this bunch, I would say the biggest disappointment for me seems to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Just don't like how his head is kind of stuck in that position where he's sort of just looking down all the time. I mean, how can he fight like that? I hate that pose. The extra hair there, while cool looking, is just a bit too heavy. So it's a bit hard for him to stand and finding that balance. So this figure would definitely benefit from some kind of display stand or something like that to get some more dynamic poses out of him. But again, unfortunately, just really hard to pose this guy with that top heavy big piece of hair there. And yeah, you know, that limited articulation with the head. So a good look at all of them there side by side, Wave 9 and 10. So, you know, definitely looking forward to the next wave of Dragon Stars figures, and I really do hope they do Android 18 in the next wave to go along with 17. So that's more or less it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little review and unboxing of the Series 10 wave of figures, or Wave 10. I don't know. How do you differentiate that? I mean, series or wave, I don't know. Anyways, if you did, please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Take care, guys. Keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.